Welcome everybody to my preview for the Wild Card weekend. Game 1 of the playoff. Hopefully we continue, but let's get into it. This will be the Seattle Seahawks at Dallas. So the Dallas Cowboys will be at home. We are 7-1 at home. I'll get right into it. This is an interesting one because there are people picking on both sides. My biggest thing why I let's get right into it. Right now the full injury report, full injury reports are here. We know Crawford is playing. We know Austin is playing. Lee is playing. Pretty much everyone except for two people are playing. Um, uh, uh, uh Baldwin is questionable, but I think he can be playing. I think most of these guys are playing, and with pretty much another team can happen. Now, Van Der Eck is playing. He's not hurt. He got kicked. He got taken out of the game uh, against the Giants because apparently he got kicked in the shin multiple times in tackling. So his shin swelled up because he'd been kicked in the same spot of in his leg. They took him out at the precaution. Came back in for one play. Left the game. I don't think he came back at that point. So Dallas is 7-1 on the road, at home. Seattle, though, is not very good on the road. They're going on the road. They're 4-4 on the road. You look at the team. Look at the schedule. They won against Dallas, Arizona, Oakland, Detroit, Green Bay, Carolina, San Francisco, Minnesota, Kansas City, and Arizona. In all of the contests, something that Giants, they lost to Rams. So the losses are, which was the road loss will be Denver, Chicago, LA Rams, and San Francisco, all on the road. The other ones are Carolina, Detroit, Arizona, and that's it. Yeah. So that's the thing. I honestly, you look at Dallas, and the only time they lost on the road was to the Colts. Um, this is gonna come down to how the Dallas defense play, how the Seattle defense play. It's gonna come down to how the defenses play. Now, let's take a look at Seattle because there's some stat that most people are telling me. Seattle has the top rushing attack in the NFL. That's true. Despite the fact that they do not have, well, Dallas is only 10th in rushing attack. That's because our top rusher is 1434 rushing yards, which is Elliott. We have 1963. So obviously we are at somewhat of a disadvantage because we're not like Seattle. Seattle has 2560 rushing yards, 2,560 rushing yards. But if you look at the thing, you have Carson rushing for about 1.15 yarders. You got 500 for Mike David. Rashad Penny has 419. Russell Wilson has 367. So you do have a lot of the guys. They have more running back by committee look to it. You have some guys who can pick up the thing, so Carson doesn't have to use the entire load. With Dallas, you have Dak Prescott for 305 yards rushing, and the next running back is 107 with Rod Smith. Only Darius Jackson is the next running back, and that's 16 rushing yards. Zeke Elliott does most of the running, with Dak Prescott taking a lot more, and Rod Smith taking the last chunks of it. So, but one of the other things that we have to look at is defense. Well, right now, Seattle's run defense is 13th in the NFL per rushing yards per game. Allowed. Dallas is 5th. Most people don't realize Dallas' defensive stats is very good. Dallas is one of the best defenses in the NFL right now. They're very good right now. Seattle has the most takeaway differential at 15. Dallas is lower because we've had we gave away a lot more than we gave away a lot, but you look at defensively, and Dallas has an edge, I think, defensively. And I heard people say, but we beat you earlier this year. One, you were at Seattle. You had your 12th man, and I'm doing a quotation mark because I don't. My stock I put into that is low, but whatever. But you have your 12th man, and you had Earl Thomas. You don't have Earl Thomas now. I'm not happy that he got hurt. I like Earl Thomas. I want him to stay healthy because I want him in Dallas next year. You heard me. And I think he goes to Dallas next year. I don't think he comes to Seattle. I think this is another loss of the Legion of Boom. I don't think he's going to stay. They're not going to want to pay him what he wants. And I'll leave. He's not signing a contract this time. He signed a deal, and then he paid for it. You gave him what? $14 million to get an ACL injury? That's crap. Whatever it was. He suffered a season injury because he knew this was going to happen. So, I think he goes to Dallas, and I think Dallas pays him next year. Looking at Dallas, they have the, Leighton Vander Esch is going to be the key here. Leighton Vander Esch and DeMarcus Lawrence. These guys are going to be the key here for the Dallas. Defensively, this is going to be the two people to watch out for. Tyron Crawford's back. We've got Randy Gregory too. That defensive line on Dallas is stout. And everybody you have on that line, it's quite insane what they have on that line. You have Lawrence, you have Wood, you have Collins, you have Crawford, Gregory. And on the linebackers, you have Van Der Esch, Jalen Smith, Sean Lee. So you have if it comes down to stopping the run, they can swallow you. Because what Dallas does is they hit you on the outside and they close the box in this way. If you're running and you stay in there a little bit too long, and they get the advantage on your center, on your line, they can close the wall. And then you basically gotta run backwards just to get out because they have men on each side. That's how they've gotten a lot of the turnovers. Is you have Lawrence hitting coming this way, Gregory comes around the side and smacks the ball out of your hand. Multiple times, that's how we've gotten turnovers. So, honestly, I think defensively, these guys are going to need to step up. This is the biggest game of the year. Now is playoff. Every game is the Super Bowl. Every game is the last one you could ever play. You put everything on that line and you stop them. This is going to be your toughest test of the season. And yeah, I think this will be the toughest game Dallas plays. Dallas wins. That's a very scary thing. Because the one thing every talking head's ever gonna lose, with the one team everybody's ever gonna lose, all the talking heads out there, boom. And then everybody is quieted. And I'm looking at him like, oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, shit, right. On the offense, obviously, Amari Cooper needs to play better. He hasn't been playing good in the last couple games. He needs to play lights out. This is what this is the game that you've been playing for. You're playing for this now. So I think he needs to play better and he needs to kick ass when it comes down to his receiving. He needs to be on top of his game. And Dak needs to throw accurate. He needs to be on top of his game because this is the time you'll be judged. This moment, they will judge you for the rest of your career. Tony Romo was judged harshly because of his career, because of the postseason. People never got over that. They remember things you do in the postseason more than in the season. What's that one image they always think of when they come to Tony Romo? Bumbling the kick and failing. Dak needs to step up and he needs to play lights out. With our offensive line seems to be good. Tyron Smith had a week off. Zach Martin had a week off. We let them heal up a little bit. They were both up on like short injuries over the past year. So I think with them, with Looney at the guard, Lyle Collins will be playing tackle. Connor Williams will be the backup guard. I don't know if Xavier Suafio, I don't know if he's playing because he had a sprained ankle. Whether he plays, that's gonna be another big thing. I don't know whether he's playing. He had a sprained ankle. Dallas hasn't said anything about it, so we're not sure about that one. But if he can't go, Connor Williams needs to step up. Step up. Protect Dak. Because Dak can't get Dak. Cannot fumble the ball for interception. Gotta keep it turnover the minimum. We gotta keep Dak to a minimum. Dak needs to get the ball out. Get the ball out or run. Run, kid. We need to start by running the ball. We need to run this rock. And if you can get the running rolling, don't stop. Keep running. Keep running. Keep running. Keep running. Burn the clock out. Because you're not going to win this in a shootout. You're not going to beat him up straight up in a shootout. You need to control the clock. Control how long he stays out there. How long your defense stays out there. So, that's that. For Seattle, it's going to be tough. Russell Wilson's a tough. He's a better version of Dak Prescott. And even I can't deny that. He's a better version of Dak Prescott. The defense has gotten better. Better than anyone gave it credit for. I still think Bobby Wagner is the big key to that defense right now. He's the guy I'm most afraid of on that defense. Baldwin, he's great. And the entire running back corps have done their job. But Dallas needs to stop him. build a wall, hold the line. You can't let them get past you. So, this is going to be one of those games. Final prediction. And I know what everybody's thinking. What is the final prediction? Is he going to pick the Cowboys? Is he going to pick the Cowboys? You're damn right I'm picking the Cowboys. 24-13. Dallas. Sound familiar? It should, Seattle. That's what you beat us. This is payback. Not when you win. It doesn't matter if you beat us in the season. Now it matters. And you're on our turf. You're in our house. Dallas is not this is not the Dallas of old. I've heard people say, oh, they're an accident waiting to happen. They're going to falter on the biggest days of all. They're going to falter in the playoffs. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. Based on what? Because as far as I'm concerned, Dallas has the best run defense and running back in football. They have the rushing title holder. Current. And the guy who won 2 rushing titles in his 3 years on the NFL would have won the 3rd if Goodell didn't suspend him for some bullshit crap. And Goodell knows he didn't do jack shit. We have to be the underdog to everyone else. Fine. I know we're a 2-point favorite or 1-point favorite, whatever the line is right now. But you know what? I like being the underdog. I like everyone saying we're gonna lose. Could that mean when we win, it'll be that much sweeter? Rest of the, I'm gonna give my quick thoughts on the rest of the playoff. Well, let's get into it. The rest of the playoff right now. If I can actually get. Okay, it does not want to give me. Thank you. Okay, both Colts at Houston. I got. It wasn't tough for me. I think I'm gonna say Houston. I think Houston's winning that one, and I think it's gonna be a close one. And I think it's gonna be one at the end, like in the last closing minute of that game. I think Deshaun Watson's gonna hit the strike in the end and gonna win the game. Uh, Obviously, I think Dallas winning 24-13. Go Cowboys. Los Angeles Chargers at Baltimore. I have Baltimore. My score is 17-10. 17-10. Baltimore. I just think Baltimore's a better team overall. I like the defense a hell of a lot. I think they have the best defense. And I think they're going to do good. Philadelphia Eagles at Chicago. You guys getting your ass kicked. Guess what? Storybook ending does not happen twice, Eagle. You're going in Chicago at Soldier Field. Again, one of the brutal defense. A defense that tore down the Rams and beat them. They ripped their leg off and they beat them to death with it. That's what they did to the Rams. What do you think they're going to do to you? Your quarterback, Bold, had bruised rib. Well, guess what? They're going to do a lot more than bruise that thing. $28-7. I think it's just a blowout. I think they dumped them. Straight up, the Bears will stomp them. For the Houston game, I'm gonna say 24-21. So yeah, 24-21, 24-13, 17-10, and was for the Houston, Dallas, and Baltimore, and for Chicago it would be 28-7. Straight up, I just think you're getting the shit kicked in. They have Khalil Mack. Sorry, I'm not picking against Khalil Mack. That's not happening. You're not convincing me to pick against Khalil Mack. That man scares me. You do not. Storybook ending ends here. You're not getting the second one. Back in the basement. But that's been my playoff preview and the Cowboy game preview. Cowboy game preview, then a playoff preview. Go Cowboys. Start time for the game. Houston, Colts at Houston, 4:30 on ESPN ABC. Seattle at Dallas, 8:15 on Fox. Chargers at Baltimore, 1:05 on CBS. And of course, the Philadelphia Eagles at Chicago Bears, 4:40 on NBC. That's gonna be a cold one. That's gonna be a cold one. Hope you're happy. You got into the playoff, and I'm seeing a lot of Eagle fans say, "Oh, well, we're gonna get there. We're gonna win. We're gonna." You're going against the Bears. If you got the fifth spot, you would have something that I would be a little bit afraid. And I don't. Beating a team 3 times in a row is very difficult to do in the season. You don't beat a team twice in the season, then go into playoff and beat them easily. Most of the time you lose that one. That's why I really don't want to face them. That's why I'm just like, ha ha ha, you got the 6th seed. I'll keep the 4th seed. I'll let you face the Bears. The Bears scare me. That's the one team besides Seattle that I actually have a healthy fear for. I don't fear for the Saints because we beat them. I don't fear for the Rams because I'm not 100% sold on Golf. He's had it as running basis defenses, and I think Dallas can pretty much mangle him up if the Bears can do it. That's gonna be my long preview rant of the playoff and the Cowboy game. Go Cowboys! I'll see you Saturday. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz. Hit that bell thing right down there. Have fun, guys!